What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the season finale of WandaVision. Just a great episode. I loved it. I was so hyped. I got goosebumps throughout the episode for multiple reasons that I'll be talking about in the video. But I'm going to be trying something a little bit different this week. I'm going to do just my breakdown video right now. And then I'll have a separate video of all my theories and questions moving forward, just so I could split it up a little bit and be easier. But let's get right into it. As always, I'm going to be going down through the episode in chronological order, talking about all the crazy moments that happened and what I thought about them. So let's get it started. First things first, we have the opening fight scene, I guess you can call it, with Wanda against Agatha, and then White Vision comes up, Vision comes in there, and it's just like a battle royale, I guess you could call it. I really liked the special effects. I thought the Vision versus Vision fight was amazing. Like, that's how powerful Vision should be looking. He should be able to hold his own against the majority of the Avengers. And in other movies like Civil War, Age of Ultron, and even Infinity War, I felt like he was very nerfed and he wasn't as strong as he could have been. Watching them two fight each other, I thought that was really well choreographed and really well scripted, I guess you can call it. Moving down to after the fight scene, they make it into downtown area of Westview, and we get the name drop of the DarkHold. It is officially confirmed within the MCU, and this was just a big deal for me because the DarkHold, although we didn't get a special cameo Mephisto, which I have been praying on since day one. The DarkHold really opens up the MCU to all the mystical aspects of the comics. The Darkhold involves Mephisto, Chthon, the guy who's essentially the reason why Scarlet Witch has her chaos powers, Ghost Rider. So many mystical aspects can come from the Darkhold, and I'm very excited that they confirmed that was the book, and that they could dive so much further into the mythology of this evil magic and the Book of the Damned, as Agatha called it. So the next scene, we go over to Ralph Boner's house, I guess you can call it, and Monica's in there with Quicksilver, or what we think is Quicksilver, and we see that she can see the magic that is embedded into the necklace that's basically like charming Ralph to, one, have his powers, and two, be like under Agatha's mind control even when she's not necessarily there. It's a form of energy that she can I guess recreate and understand. I think she's definitely a big threat to basically all types of people except maybe hand-to-hand combat, something that doesn't have legitimate energy capabilities. Her going against like a sorcerer, she can easily deter them because of her ability to see the energy and maybe manipulate it to her own abilities. So with that, let's keep it moving. Then it cuts back to we'll call it downtown area again, and Agatha tells Wanda that she needs to set everybody free, let all the townspeople of Westview get out of this miserable mind trap that they've been in, and she starts bringing down the hex walls all around. There's little gaps and all that. And I was so shocked to see Billy and Tommy not survive. I know essentially Billy and Tommy are the same as the way Hex Vision was created, just out of thin air. It's all energy and they can only exist because of the Hex. But I had high hopes, and I could have bet all my money that they were going to survive the season. And even one of the theories that I spoke about in a few of my videos was that they were going to age up to maybe from 10 years old to 15 years old to be able to help out in the final battle against Agatha, or even Hayward, depending on what the situation was going to be. That didn't end up happening. So now the next big question is, how are we going to see Billy and Tommy in the MCU again? Like, did their souls end up leaving Westview? Or, I'm curious to see how Marvel continues their storyline. With that, let's move down. So for number 5, we saw we saw Hex Vision and White Vision fighting in the library. I thought they had an excellent dialogue. I got a chance to go in and watch the episode twice, so the second time around I put some subtitles on there and actually understood what they were saying and their full conversation, the full extent of the conversation. And basically what they were saying was, one of them said, "Oh, I'm the real Vision." The other one said, "I'm the real Vision. How can we both be the real Vision? We can't both exist at the same time." Whatever. Obviously, White Vision is the full embodiment of the Vision that we've seen in Age of Ultron, Civil War, and Infinity War. But Hex Vision has all the memories and had all the emotions that are basically taken out. So once you put them two together and they merge, then you can get the legitimate, the Vision that we can call it, instead of two separate personas, I guess. I thought it was just a great dialogue between them. They were talking about the ship of Theseus, and then, you know, Hex Vision enlightened White Vision. He tapped him in the area where the Mind Stone would be, awoken him, gave him all the memories, and then the fight was over. Moving down to number 6, we see Monica's powers again. I was so hyped when I saw this. She's really becoming one of the most powerful characters to be in the MCU, and I really have no idea how somebody can hurt her, other than, like I said, you know, somebody being like a physical being. Maybe like if she gets punched by the Hulk, there's no radiation, no energy coming off of him, so she's gonna feel that. Unlike, you know, the bullet has kinetic energy. She absorbs it, and it basically just fell through her. I'm curious to see how they fully explain her powers, or if somebody knows the full extent to her powers, and maybe we'll see, you know, some kind of training montage for her. But with that, moving down to number 7, we get the big reveal. Scarlet Witch finally comes onto the screen. She gets her whole costume, and might I say, I thought it looked amazing. I think this is a costume that Wanda definitely deserved, and now that she has a name to the title, it fits very well. She looks so OP, the way she managed to outsmart Agatha through the hexes on, or through the ruins on the hex, so that Agatha can use her powers and then Wanda can overthrow her. It really came down to Agatha having the experience over Wanda. Throughout this episode, Wanda kept saying that she doesn't understand this magic. She's not the Scarlet Witch. She just does things with her hands and shit happens. Now she has an opportunity to really hone in on her powers, discover the limitations, discover how to spellcast, all the extra things that are going to make her even more stronger. But when we see her in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, she's going to bring the heat. So everybody be ready. Alrighty, so for number 8, we get the family farewell, I'll call it. I thought this was just another scene that was beautifully scripted and directed. The conversation that Vision, Wanda had with the two kids, Billy and Tommy. You can tell Wanda's in pain, but it's almost like she is coming to her senses, like, hey, this is all too good to be true. I want to be happy, but not at the cost of all these other things, like trapping all these other people in the Westview anomaly. She finally came to the conclusion that, you know, she needs to move on with her life, and the happiness that she had, it was only temporary, and at some point in the MCU, maybe she'll find another form of happiness, and he just fades away into nothingness. And it was like a really sincere moment, so I appreciated it. And we haven't seen anything like that in the MCU. You know, all these superheroes, they have a lot of responsibility when it comes to protecting their loved ones, so it's very hard for them to really establish a love life and maybe potentially put the people that they care about in harm's way. So seeing this whole season and whole story progression of Wanda and Vision's romantic love and all the experiences that they've had together, I think they nailed it. And as of right now, they're definitely the power couple of the MCU, and I can't imagine further down the line a group of people that are going to have a stronger relationship than them, other than maybe Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And moving down to number 9, for the first mid-credit scene, I guess we can call it, we see Monica. She goes into the movie theater. She gets greeted by a Skrull. I'm wondering if maybe this is the same Skrull that was like her Skrull friend when she was a little kid in the events of Captain Marvel when she's sitting on the stairs with her and she said, "Oh yeah, you have beautiful eyes. Never change your eyes." I'm wondering if that's maybe her old friend or just another Skrull. We can see that this Skrull had a message and she said, "Hey Monica, there's a guy up there who wants to talk to you." She's probably referring to Nick Fury. Maybe Monica might make a cameo in Nick Fury's Secret Invasion Disney Plus show. Who knows? I'm excited to see where they go with the Skrulls and to see how the Skrulls really take place with Monica's overall storyline. And lastly, we get our post-credit scene. It's the only post-credit scene of the show, if I'm not mistaken. Unless we had mid-credit scenes, I'm not sure. Whatever. But we see Wanda using her astral form ability to drink a cup of coffee or whatever on that little lake house in the mountains, and her astral form is reading the DarkHold. So she's essentially multitasking, kind of like how Doctor Strange read all of those books in astral form while he was sleeping, so he could let his body rest but have his mind in astral form read all these books and help him become a better sorcerer and eventually the Sorcerer Supreme. So I'm so excited. You know, like I already talked about, this book is ridiculous. Maybe Wanda's reading about Ghost Rider, Mephisto, all these people that she's going to soon encounter. Or maybe she's learning all these incantations and different spellcasts that she's going to be able to use to really change the game when it comes down to like this mystical realm of the MCU. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a separate video about my top questions that still need answers, as well as my theories to those questions. I'm going to do a separate video for that. Let me know what your favorite part of the series was. Let me know what's the biggest question you guys have, and what you were most excited for the finale. And let me know what you were also let down from the finale. Did you want to see a Doctor Strange cameo? Did you want to see the kids make it out alive? Did you want to find out that Hayward was somebody else other than just a sword agent, a corrupt sword agent? Let me know what you guys wanted to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.